I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you.
All right. When do you think you'll have an answer?
Hopefully by the end of the day.
Sounds good. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Thanks for your patience.
No problem. Take your time.
I just need to double-check a few things before I can give you a definite answer.
Sure. Let me know if you need any assistance.
Will do, thanks.
Is there anything else you need from me in the meantime?
Not at the moment, but I'll let you know if anything comes up.
All right. Just give me a shout if you need anything.
Thanks again.
Let me think about it.
Let me think about it.
Sure, take your time. What are you considering?
Well, I've been offered a new job opportunity, but I'm not sure if it's the right move.
Ah, that's a big decision. What's holding you back?
It's a great position with more responsibilities and a higher salary, but it's in a different city. I'm not sure if I'm ready to uproot my life.
Understandable. Moving can be a big adjustment. Have you weighed the pros and cons?
Yeah, I've been making lists all day. On one hand, it's a chance for career growth and a fresh start. On the other hand, I'll miss my friends and family here.
It sounds like you're really torn. Have you spoken to anyone else about it?
Not yet. I wanted to mull it over a bit more before seeking advice.
Well, whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here. Just remember to trust your gut.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll keep you updated on what I decide.
Let's make it count.
We've got one more game left in the season. It's been a tough year, but this is our chance to finish strong.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already the finale. I think if we really focus, we can pull off a win against the Knights.
Absolutely. We've been improving every game, and our teamwork has never been better. Let's make it count and show everyone what we're made of.
I agree. We should get some extra practice in this week. Maybe run a few new plays that we've been hesitant to try.
That's a good idea. Catching them off guard could give us the upper hand. And let's review some video from their last few games. See if we can spot any weaknesses.
Will do. I'll gather the footage and get it ready for the team meeting tomorrow.
Great! And let's keep the morale high. We need everyone at their best for this one.
Definitely. It's our last shot this season. Let's make it a game to remember.
That's a fair point.
I just think it's better if we take the train. It's faster and we won't have to worry about parking.
But the cost of train tickets for both of us is almost the same as paying for gas. Plus, we can leave whenever we want if we drive.
That's a fair point. But consider the environmental impact. Taking the train is much greener than driving.
True, I hadn't considered that. Still, having our car gives us the flexibility to explore more places without being tied to a train schedule.
I get that. But think about the stress of driving in a city we don't know. And finding parking can be a nightmare.
Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't think about the hassle of parking and navigating unfamiliar streets.
So, are we agreeing on the train then?
Yes, let's do the train. It seems like the smarter choice overall.
Price rising.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always.
Have you noticed the price rising lately on everyday goods?
Absolutely. I was just speaking about it the other day. Even basic commodities like groceries are becoming uncomfortably expensive.
That's true. I went grocery shopping last week, and I was taken aback by how much the prices had surged.
It's a complex issue, though. Global supply chain disruption, inflation, increased demand, all play a role.
Yes, and it's not just groceries. Electricity, gas, rents, everything seems to be climbing up. It's beginning to strain my budget.
It's hard for everyone, especially people on fixed incomes. I think governments need to intervene somehow.
Agreed. There should be regulation or subsidies or something. If prices keep rising at this rate, it's going to be very difficult for many people to manage.
I hope things stabilize soon. Until then, I guess we have to keep budgeting and adjusting.
That's a shot in the dark.
On the street with your red lips and funky beat, you better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips.
Have you decided what to do about the new product line proposal?
It's tough to call. Without more market data, any decision feels like a shot in the dark.
That's true. But sometimes, taking a risk is part of business. Do we have any preliminary feedback?
We do, but it's mixed. Some are excited about the innovation, while others think it's too different from our core offerings.
Maybe we should conduct a focus group. Get some in-depth opinions from our target audience before fully committing.
I agree. It could help us refine the product before it hits the market, or even decide if it's worth pursuing further.
Exactly. We need a strategy that balances innovation with our brand's identity. How quickly can we set up this focus group?
I'll talk to the marketing team today. We could have something ready within a couple of weeks.
Perfect. Let's not rush into this blindly. A more calculated approach could make all the difference.
Definitely. Let's gather more insights and then make an informed decision.
Shoot me down, but I'll rise again.
Cell phone.
I recently updated my cell phone. I got that new model that everyone has been talking about.
Really? The one with the triple camera and the foldable screen?
Yes, that very one. It's pretty stylish and the features are mind-blowing. The camera quality is quite impressive.
I've heard it also has an extended battery life and high storage capacity. Is that true?
Indeed, the battery lasts for almost a day with regular use. As for the storage, it's massive. I can download and store as many apps as needed without any concern.
That sounds pretty handy. How about the sound quality during calls?
It's crystal clear. The noise reduction works perfectly.
I must admit, it sounds like a promising upgrade. Maybe it's time for me to change my phone too.
Definitely. And with the trade-in option, you can get a good deal on your old phone.
I'm not married.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask. How come you never mention your spouse? Are you married?
Oh, I'm not married, actually. Just haven't found the right person yet, I guess.
I get that. It's important to wait for the right match. Do you ever feel pressure from friends or family about it?
Sometimes, yeah, especially during family gatherings. But I'm pretty content with where I am in life right now. How about you?
I'm in a similar boat. I believe in letting things happen naturally. Plus, enjoying your own company is key, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's all about being comfortable with oneself first. Besides, it gives us the freedom to pursue our interests without compromise.
True. Speaking of interests, have you picked up any new hobbies lately?
Yeah, I've started hiking on weekends. It's refreshing and gives me a lot of time to think. You should join me sometime.
Sounds great. I'd love to. It's a plan then.
Excuse me, where is the nearest restroom?
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need.
Excuse me, where is the nearest restroom?
Oh, sure. It's just down the hall on your right, next to the elevators.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Is it clearly marked?
Yes, there's a sign right above the door, so you shouldn't miss it.
Great, thanks again. I really need to find it quickly.
No problem at all. If you have any trouble finding it, feel free to ask someone else or come back, and I can guide you there.
That's kind of you. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for your help.
Of course. Anytime you need assistance, don't hesitate to ask.
I'll remember that. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace?
I need to go home.
Hey, it's getting late. I need to go home.
Already? Time really flies when we're hanging out.
Yeah, it does. But I have some stuff I need to take care of at home.
Understandable. Well, thanks for coming over. It was great catching up.
Definitely. We should do this again soon.
Absolutely. Maybe next weekend?
Sounds like a plan. I'll let you know.
Perfect. Safe trip home.
Thanks. Take care.
You too.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I know, right? I couldn't believe it when I heard the news.
How did it happen?
It was a combination of luck and hard work, I guess.
It must feel incredible to achieve something like that.
It really does. I'm still processing it all.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
What's next for you?
I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to soak it all in for now.
Well, whatever you decide, I'm sure you'll do great.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I'm so excited to be here.
Look at this place. I'm so excited to be here. Have you ever been to a comic book convention before?
No, this is my first time. I can't believe how many people are dressed up. The costumes are incredible.
Yeah, and there are artists and writers from all over the world. See that booth over there? That's where Alex Carter, the creator of Starlight Guardians, is signing autographs.
Really? Starlight Guardians is one of my favorite series. We should definitely check that out.
Absolutely. After that, there's a panel discussion on the evolution of graphic novels I want to attend. Are you interested?
Definitely. It sounds fascinating. Plus, I want to pick up some limited edition comics and original artwork.
Good idea. Let's make a list of booths to visit and split up if we need to. There's just too much to see.
Agreed. Today is going to be amazing. Just soaking in the creativity is inspiring.
Cooking food.
You seem pretty good at cooking food. How did you develop this skill?
Well, the passion for cooking began when I was quite young. My mom would always be busy in the kitchen crafting some delicious meals. I suppose I inherited it from her.
That's interesting. Do you have a favorite cuisine or a signature dish?
I particularly enjoy Italian cuisine, and my signature dish would be homemade pasta with pesto sauce. The freshness of the ingredients brings out an amazing flavor that's hard to resist.
Wow, that sounds delish. What's your secret for making such appealing meals?
Honestly, there's no big secret. Cooking, for me, is all about being patient, using quality ingredients, and bringing in a lot of love and passion into each dish I prepare.
That's an insightful tip. I can see where the magic in your cooking comes from.
Thank you. Cooking is an art, after all.
I'm not busy.
Hey, you free to talk about the project now?
Sure. I'm not busy at the moment. What's up?
Great! So, I've been thinking about the design aspect we discussed last week. Do you think we're heading in the right direction?
I've had some thoughts too. I believe tweaking our approach might benefit the overall outcome. Specifically, adjusting the layout to make it more user-friendly.
Interesting. I had something similar in mind. Maybe we could also consider incorporating more interactive elements.
Absolutely. That could enhance engagement. Have you looked into any specific tools or software that could help us with that?
Not yet, but I'll start researching. We should also schedule a meeting with the tech team to get their insights.
Good idea. Let's aim for early next week. I'll send out an invite. Meanwhile, we can gather some preliminary ideas to present.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get on that research and touch base with you before the meeting.
Perfect. Looking forward to it. Let's make this project stand out.
That's a sign of the times.
Have you noticed more people working remotely from cafes lately?
Absolutely. It's everywhere now. Cafes are turning into makeshift offices. That's a sign of the times, really.
It's interesting how the definition of a workplace is evolving. I read that some companies are even encouraging this shift as a permanent option.
It makes sense. The flexibility of remote work can boost productivity and employee satisfaction. Plus, there's a saving on office space.
True. But do you think it affects teamwork? or company culture in some way.
It might, but it also opens up opportunities for global collaboration that weren't as feasible before. Teams can work across time zones and locations without missing a beat.
That's a good point. Technology has really enabled a lot of this change.
Definitely. And with advancements in collaboration tools, who knows how further we'll go? This could be just the beginning.
It's going to be fascinating to see how far this trend goes. Maybe the traditional office will become a thing of the past.
Traveling.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things.
Hi, I recently got back from Europe. My journey was phenomenal.
That sounds awesome. Which countries did you visit?
I traveled through France, Italy, and Spain mainly. The cultures are uniquely beautiful.
I can imagine. I've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum. Any standout places?
In France, I especially loved the vineyards in Bordeaux. For Italy, the beauty of Venice can't be overstated. And in Spain, the flamenco performances in Seville brought the city to life.
What about the food?
It was a gastronomic delight. Each country had its own signature dishes. I loved the Spanish paellas, Italian gelatos, and the French croissants were to die for.
Sounds like you had a fantastic time. I should definitely plan my Europe trip soon.
Absolutely. There is so much to explore and experience. Good luck for your travel plans.
Get rid of the devils, they think that I am a rebel. I think they want me to settle.
Children's education.
I've been thinking about our children's education lately. I believe we need to be directly involved in shaping it. What do you think?
I completely agree. Their attitude towards learning, the habits they develop, it's all shaped at home.
Exactly. It's not just about the academic knowledge, but also fostering curiosity and creativity.
I believe extracurricular activities play a significant role too. Encouraging them to pursue their interests would help in their overall development.
It's a balance, isn't it? Ensuring they excel in academics while not neglecting their hobbies.
Yes, we should strive to make education a joyous experience for them, rather than a burdensome task.
Now the question is how to ensure they don't feel pressured yet perform well in their studies.
A good place to start would be letting them learn at their own pace, and showing them that it's all right to make mistakes.
Absolutely. It's important to teach them that education is a lifelong process.
That's a win-win situation.
Have you seen the latest proposal for the community park renovation?
Not yet. What's the plan?
They're looking to add a new children's play area and expand the community garden. Plus, they want to install solar panels to power all the park's lighting.
That sounds great, especially the solar panels. It'll cut down on energy costs and be better for the environment.
Exactly. That's why I think it's a win-win situation. The community gets a better park, and we do our part for the planet.
How are they funding it?
Some of it will come from local business sponsorships, and the rest from a city grant specifically for green initiatives.
It's smart to combine functionality with sustainability. Do they need volunteers?
Yes, they're looking for people to help with the setup and to maintain the garden.
I'm interested. It'll be a good way to meet neighbors and help out.
Let's sign up then. It's a perfect opportunity to get involved.
That's a work in progress.
How's the renovation at your cafe going? Last time I stopped by, it looked like a major overhaul.
It's coming along, but it's definitely a work in progress. We're trying to create a more modern look while keeping the cozy feel our customers love.
That sounds like a delicate balance. What changes are you making?
We're expanding the seating area and adding larger windows for more natural light. Plus, we're incorporating some local art to maintain that warm, inviting atmosphere.
That sounds fantastic. Are you staying open during the renovations?
Partially. We closed down for the heavy construction, but we open back up as soon as it's safe each day. It's tricky managing both, but we're getting there.
Well, it must be exciting to see it all come together, even if it's bit by bit.
Absolutely. Each day, it looks a bit more like the vision I had in my mind. It's a slow process, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Can't wait to see the final result. Keep up the great work.
Food security.
Have you heard about the concept of food security?
I have a rough idea. Isn't it about ensuring everyone has access to enough food?
Yes, it's about access to food, but not just any food. It's about having reliable access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets dietary needs for an active and healthy life.
So, it's not just about having food on the table, but ensuring it's of good quality too?
Yeah, quality as well as quantity are essential. It's a serious issue, especially as the global population increases.
Right, because if we can't ensure food security, it can lead to malnutrition, right?
Absolutely. Malnutrition and even social unrest. It's a foundational aspect of societal stability.
I think governments and stakeholders need to create better policies and systems for food distribution and agriculture.
Definitely. It's imperative we address these issues to ensure food security for all.
Digital products.
Have you noticed the growth in digital products over the last few years?
Absolutely. We've come a long way from the days of CDs and DVDs. Nowadays, most of our media is consumed digitally, from books to music, even software.
That's right. Even our banking has shifted digitally. I love the convenience that digital products offer. You can buy, download, and use immediately without leaving your house.
Yeah. But do you ever worry about the security aspect? Like with digital wallets, online banking, and cloud storage.
That's a valid concern. However, I believe reputable companies prioritize user security. They use encryption and other security measures to guard our data.
True. I also appreciate that digital products are more environmentally friendly than their physical counterparts.
Indeed, there's no manufacturing, transportation, or waste associated with it. It's a much greener alternative. It's interesting to see where digital products will take us next.
Office tour.
This place is massive. I hope I don't get lost.
Don't worry. You'll get the hang of it. Plus, the first surprise of the day is our secret garden on the rooftop. Not many know about it yet.
A garden? On the rooftop?
Yes, it's where we go to relax or have informal meetings when the weather is nice. It has an amazing view of the city.
That sounds incredible. What's next?
Over here we have the game room. It's not just for fun. We have meetings here too. Sometimes the best ideas come from a relaxed game of ping pong.
You're kidding, right?
Not at all. Speaking of surprises, we have themed work days. Tomorrow is Superhero Day. Don't be shocked if you see someone dressed as Batman in the next cubicle.
I can't believe it. This place is full of surprises.
Absolutely. We believe in working hard and having fun. Welcome to the team. I can tell you're going to fit in just fine.
Pick up, lift or collect something, or learn something quickly.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take.
Hey, have you started learning the guitar?
Yeah, I decided to pick it up recently. It's been a fun journey so far.
That's great. Did you buy a new guitar, or did you pick up a used one?
I picked up a used one, found a good deal online, and it's in pretty good condition.
Nice. That's a smart way to save some money. Have you managed to pick up any chords yet?
Yeah, I've picked up a few basic chords, and I'm working on changing between them smoothly. It's a bit challenging, but I'm getting there.
Keep practicing, and you'll pick it up in no time. It's all about consistency.
Thanks, I'm dedicated to learning, so I'll keep at it. Have you ever tried to pick up a musical instrument?
I once tried to pick up the keyboard, but I didn't have the patience for it. I guess I didn't pick it up as quickly as I thought I would.
What I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and
Let's see eye to eye.
We've been going back and forth on the budget for next quarter. I think it's crucial we finalize this today.
I agree. It's important. But we really need to allocate more to marketing. If we want to boost our sales, which you seem hesitant about.
It's not that I'm hesitant, but I believe that enhancing our customer service with that budget could potentially yield better long-term benefits.
I see your point, but immediate sales increases are also crucial for our growth. We can't overlook that.
True. What if we compromise? We can slightly increase the marketing budget, but let's also use some of that allocation for customer service enhancements. This way, we're not neglecting long-term stability for short-term gains.
That could work. Splitting the increase between the two could indeed give us a balanced approach. Let's see eye to eye on this and make adjustments that benefit both sides.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding. I'll adjust the figures, and then we can review them together.
Sounds good. I appreciate your flexibility. Let's make this plan work for everyone.
That's a matter of opinion.
I
honestly think that the best coffee comes from those high-end machines. You just can't get the same quality from a regular drip brewer.
That's a matter of opinion. I've had some amazing cups of coffee from simple French presses, or even pour-over methods.
Really? Even compared to espresso machines?
Absolutely. Sometimes, the simpler methods allow you to really taste the beans. It's more about the quality of the coffee and the grind than the machine itself.
I see your point. But I still believe that the precision of a good espresso machine makes a difference. The temperature and pressure are just so much more controlled.
That's true. Those factors do play a big role. But think about it. There's a reason why manual brewing methods are still so popular. They have their own charm and a dedicated following.
Maybe I should give them another try. It's been a while.
Definitely. Let's go coffee tasting this weekend. You might discover a new favorite method.
Sounds like a plan. I'm curious to see if you can change my mind.
It's longer than 2 miles.
It's longer than 2 miles.
Really? I thought it was supposed to be a short walk.
Yeah, I checked the map again, and it's definitely longer than I thought.
Maybe we should rethink our plan then.
Agreed. We might not have enough time to walk that far.
Is there another route we could take?
I'm not sure. Let me check the map again.
All right. While you do that, I'll look up alternative transportation options.
Good idea. Maybe there's a bus or train we could take instead.
Yeah, that would save us a lot of time.
Okay, I found a shorter route we could take if we walk quickly.
Great, let's go with that. And if we're running late, we can always catch a bus.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get going.
Agreed. We don't want to be late for the event.
I apologize.
About yesterday, when we were discussing the new project timelines, I realized I interrupted you several times. I apologize for that. It wasn't respectful or professional.
Thank you for acknowledging it. It did make it difficult for me to present my points effectively.
I understand, and I regret that my actions affected our communication. Moving forward, I'll make sure to listen more attentively and ensure everyone has the chance to speak.
I appreciate that. Open communication is key for our team's success, especially with tight deadlines.
Absolutely. Do you think we could go over your points again? I want to make sure your ideas are heard and considered properly this time.
Sure, I'd like that. Let's schedule a time when we can sit down without interruptions.
Great. How does tomorrow morning sound? I'll make sure we have a quiet room booked.
Tomorrow morning works for me. Thanks for taking the initiative to resolve this.
Of course. I'll see you then.
That's worth considering.
I was thinking about investing in cryptocurrency. What do you think?
That's worth considering. Cryptocurrency has shown significant growth in recent years.
Yeah, I've heard it can be quite profitable. But I'm also concerned about the risks involved.
That's true. It's important to do thorough research and only invest what you can afford to lose.
Exactly. I don't want to make any rash decisions.
Wise choice. Perhaps you could start by investing a small amount and see how it goes.
That sounds like a good approach. I'll look into it further.
Another thing to consider is diversifying your investments to minimize risk.
That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind.
If you need any advice or assistance, feel free to reach out.
Thanks. I appreciate your help.
No problem. Investing can be complex, but with careful consideration, you can make informed decisions.
Nice talking to you.
Hey, it's been a while since we last caught up.
Yeah, it has. How have you been?
Pretty good, thanks for asking. How about you?
Can't complain. Just keeping busy with work and all.
I hear you. Anything exciting happening lately?
Not really. Just the usual routine. How about you?
Same here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But it's always nice to have some stability, right?
Absolutely. Well, it was good running into you.
Yeah, definitely. Let's make sure we don't wait so long to catch up next time.
Agreed. It's always nice talking to you.
Likewise. Take care, and let's keep in touch.
Will do. Have a great day.
You too. Bye for now.
Mixed marriages.
Have you ever considered how mixed marriages are influencing our society?
Actually, yes. I think mixed marriages bring a lot of cultural richness and diversity, broadening our perceptions.
I agree. I think it deepens the understanding and respect for other cultures as well. And it's amazing to see an increased acceptance for these unions.
True, especially because people historically didn't accept them. It's really indicative of positive progress.
Yes, but there are still challenges, aren't there? Cultural differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings.
Absolutely. But that's not just limited to mixed marriages. All marriages face challenges.
That's a valid point. The key is to understand and effectively communicate with each other.
Correct. It's all about building bridges between cultures. That way, the next generations will find lesser divides and more unity.
Generation gap.
Have you noticed the discrepancies brought by the generation gap?
Absolutely. It's quite unmissable. The stark differences in perceptions, habits, and preferences.
Isn't it fascinating, though? My grandmother never used any technology. Well, I can't even imagine life without it.
Yes, it goes to show how societies evolve. The way we communicate and engage has also been shaped by this.
The way my kids interact with technology is completely different from me. They're natives to the digital world.
That's true. They're growing up in a vastly different environment. But it's not just about technology, right? Views about societal norms, roles, values. They're evolving too.
Yes, that's an excellent point. The generation gap truly encompasses more than just differences in technical know-how.
And while it can cause misunderstandings, it's also responsible for progress. It's this dynamic which propels societies forward.
I'm sorry, we're sold out.
Hi, I'm looking for 2 tickets for tonight's show. Are there any seats left?
I'm sorry. We're sold out. There was a lot of demand for tonight's performance.
Oh, no, really? Is there a waiting list I could join? Just in case any tickets become available?
Unfortunately, our waiting list is also quite full. However, I can still add your name to it, just in case.
Yes, please do that. Also, are there any other shows this week with available seating?
Let me check. Yes, we do have some availability for the Wednesday and Thursday performances. Would you be interested in those?
Could you tell me what seats are available for Thursday?
For Thursday, we have several seats open in the balcony section and a few in the orchestra section.
I'll take 2 in the orchestra section, please. How do I go about booking them?
You can book them directly through me right now. I'll need your name and payment details to reserve them for you.
That sounds great. Let's do that. Thank you for your help.
I'm thirsty.
It's incredibly hot today, isn't it? I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, it's scorching. Want to grab a drink from that cafe across the street?
That sounds perfect. I could go for a cold lemonade. Or something. What about you?
I'm thinking more along the lines of an iced coffee. Need a little caffeine kick.
Good idea. Let's hope there's not a huge line. This heat seems to bring everyone out for a cold drink.
True. If it's too crowded, there's another place just down the block we could try.
Yeah, let's keep that as plan B. I just need something to quench my thirst as soon as possible.
Same here. After we get our drinks, want to find somewhere cool to sit for a bit.
Definitely. Maybe somewhere with air conditioning. I think there's a shaded park area nearby if it's not too hot.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get those drinks first. The sooner, the better.
I've heard Texas is a beautiful place.
I've heard Texas is a beautiful place.
Yeah, it has its charms. Have you ever been there?
No, but I've seen pictures and heard stories from friends who visited.
It's definitely worth a visit if you ever get the chance.
What do you recommend doing there?
Well, there's a lot to see and do. You could explore the diverse landscapes, visit historical sites like the Alamo, or experience the vibrant culture in cities like Austin and San Antonio.
That sounds amazing. Is there anything specific you'd recommend?
If you're into nature, the Big Bend National Park is breathtaking. And if you love music, you can't miss the live performances in Austin.
I'll definitely keep those in mind. Thanks for the suggestions.
No problem. Let me know if you need any more recommendations.
Will do. Thanks again.
We can find a solution.
Go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
The issue with the new software seems to be causing a lot of frustration among the team.
Yes, it's definitely been slowing down our workflow. We need to address it.
Agreed. We can find a solution by reaching out to the software vendor for support.
That sounds like a good idea. They might have a fix or workaround for the problem.
I'll contact them today and see what they suggest. In the meantime, we can also explore alternative software options.
That's a good plan. We shouldn't rely solely on one solution if it's causing such significant issues.
Exactly. It's important to have backups in place. I'll start researching other software options and gather some recommendations.
Great! Once we have more information, we can discuss with the team and decide on the best course of action.
Sounds like a plan. I'm confident we can find a solution that works for everyone.
Definitely. Let's keep each other updated on our progress.
Let's seize the day.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing, I'm always...
The weather is incredible today. We should really take advantage of it. Any ideas?
How about a hike? There's that new trail that opened up last month at the state park.
I've heard about that. It's supposed to have some of the best views in the area. Let's seize the day and check it out.
Perfect. It'll be good to get out and enjoy nature, especially after being cooped up all week.
Definitely. Let's pack some lunch too. We can find a nice spot to relax halfway.
Sounds good. I'll bring sandwiches and water. Maybe some fruit and snacks too.
Great idea. I'll grab a blanket and a couple of hats. The sun can be pretty strong, even this early in the season.
All right, let's meet up in an hour at my place, and we can head out from there.
Perfect. Today's a great day for an adventure. Can't wait to hit the trail.
Me neither. It'll be a day well spent.